What's going on, guys? Welcome back. More NFL commentary. Do me a favor. Find me a sicker pair of cleats that got released this year. You ain't gonna do it. Under Armour. Breast cancer awareness. Pink camo. Are you kidding me? Taylor Mays wore these. Cincinnati Bengals, Carolina Panthers tie game. You know, you remember watching it. That is today's topic. Marvin Lewis and the Cincinnati Bengals. They lost their postseason opener for the fourth straight year. Mohamed Sanu, after the game, had some interesting things to say. Quote, "We are just going to have to see. It's just frustrating and embarrassing. It's tiring having this feeling. The same talk, the same situation over and over. Something's got to change." There's going to be people that want that change to be Andy Dalton. There's going to be people that want that change to be Marvin Lewis. There's going to be people that want that change to be both of them. But some of it has been bad luck. Let's be honest. Marvin Lewis didn't coach Carson Palmer getting his knee blown out against the Steelers. He didn't coach A.J. Green's concussions this year, but he did coach the Bengals to a better performance than the Week 7 26-0 they put up against the Colts. Nobody mentioned that, ironically, post-game, but I thought about it. They were A.J. Greenless in that game as well. Let's be upfront. It's not easy to get to the NFL playoffs. That has to account for something in this equation. You know, Marvin Lewis has helped build good football teams. Remember back to the duo of Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson. It was effective. It was sought after. And he's replaced it pretty seamlessly with Dalton and Green. And I know this year was a down year for Green. They struggled with chemistry. Obviously, Green was hurt for part of the year. But not a lot of teams can go from a solid quarterback-wide receiver combo and seamlessly go into another one after those players have left the franchise. He's brought in a stable of respectable players, and he's gotten production from them. Let's talk about Cedric Benson, Rudy Johnson. They spent their most productive years of the NFL career in Cincinnati. Let's take a look at players he got the most out of. We talked about Chad Johnson before, but you know what? He's picked up some retreads that other teams did not want. Let's talk Roy Williams, who got exposed in Dallas as a safety, went on and played admirably in Cincinnati. Let's talk about Adam Jones. Same situation. Nobody wanted this guy. He had a Pro Bowl caliber season this year. Let's talk about Terrence Newman. You know, not the greatest corner in the world, but started on Sunday. 12 years, 6 playoff appearances. Let's ask the Jaguars and Raiders, see if they wanted to sign up for that program yesterday. You know, Marvin Lewis brings some value to this team. 20th highest paid coach in the NFL. You know what that means? That means Lovie Smith got paid more to take the Bucs 2-14 in Tampa. Bill O'Brien, Jay Gruden cost their teams more than Lovie Smith did. When you look at the situation, I honestly feel like it could go two ways when we look at history. You know, the situation initially reminded me of Marty Ball. You know, Schottenheimer worked, you know, but he could not make it work in the playoffs. I mean, I think we all remember that Marty went 14-2 and got fired. You know, Norv Turner came in the next year, if you don't remember. They had a worse record. They won in the playoffs before they lost in the championship game. They finally got over that hump. I mean, that's what they wanted, right? But were they actually a better team with that one playoff win or 2 playoff wins, whatever it was? You know, I don't think so. I don't think they were in a better place. When I think about Sanu and his comments, it also reminds me of Tony Dungy in Tampa. You know, perhaps the message is worn out. You know, it's an unquestionably talented team. You know, but maybe it needs that John Gruden-esque spark to take it to that next level. And John Gruden obviously not available. But the problem is, who is going to provide that spark? I mean, personally, this year's class of free agent coaches would not seem to bring a whole lot of fanfare. I mean, stop me right now if you want to say Rex Ryan in Cincinnati would have things headed in the right direction. Or Mike Smith in Cincinnati is going to put them in to the postseason in winning games. You know, I just don't see that being the case. In fact, you could make a more convincing case that Lewis trumps most, if not all, of the current crop of unemployed coaching prospects. But it is a results-based business, even if it's a brutal one, of one-and-done NFL playoffs. Love to know what you guys think about that. Appreciate you watching this video, the likes, the subscribes, pushing the videos on Twitter. You guys made me remember how much I love to talk football. So, a few more days of this, we'll see where the series goes. But once again, I'll be back in the week with more content.